Alright guys, welcome back to the Outer Worlds. And we are somewhere. Fallbrook. There we go. There's a lot of stuff we gotta do in Fallbrook, so let's get started.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits.
Tell me about the amenities.
No reservation, no problem. Day trippers are always welcome in our saloon. Straight back and to the right. If you hit the falls, you've gone too far. Check in with Ms. Malin. She'll set you straight. I am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron.
Where am I? What is this place?
Guess it's true. Fallbrook really is the best kept secret in all of Monarch, excepting the Borst Factory's secret ingredient. We're a leisurely stopover for the more adventurous spacefaring traveler. Understand?
Sure.
Swell. We like quick on the draw types like you. Saloon is straight back and to the right. Once you're feeling sated, you're welcome to a private cabin. Only $250 a night. Ms. Malin can let you one if you're interested. She's the one who runs this racket.
Lily sent me. Where's Catherine?
You're looking for Ms. Malin. On an errand for the boss lady? That sounds ominous. Yeah. Ms. Malin won't like that a whit.
Breathe, it's okay. Just point me towards Miss Malin.
She's not but just down the way. A 10 to 1 says she's either pouring drinks or skinning a sprat in the saloon. Word to the wise. Ms. Malin don't take kindly to interlopers. When I said sprat, I didn't mean the sort with whiskers and a tail.
Gotcha. I'll be back. Okay, so...
Time for a round of whist. Or a round of
Naoka, no, we
or
don't
both.
have all that kind of time. Sublight, salvage, and shipping.
I got the sandwich. Maybe I could stand a little closer to you.
I gotta say, playing this game just makes me want to play... The hell's that sound? The other Obsidian game right after, but...
Take a gander at that mug. I ain't ever seen someone so adept looking my whole life.
Watch yourself, Captain. This guy's got eyes like a sprat set on stealing your dinner.
Well, that's awfully kind of you, mister.
Oh, now, come on. All I mean is, well, rather that, you don't seem like the usual pigeons we pluck. No offense, of course, if you are a Byzantium goldblood. Say, I'd like to do you a favor. Might I interest you in a surefire scheme? Wink, wink.
Well, they sent me to deal with the sublight problem.
I certainly hope you're not insinuating the problem is me. I mean, that would be preposterous. I never do anything under the table. That, Miss Malin ain't aware of. If there's any issue, really, you should talk to her. She's straight back in Malin's House of Hospitality.
Yeah, that got you to shut up. What was that favor you wanted?
Oh, right. Well, I mean, if you're interested. Pure and simple, it's like this. I run our drug delivery service. Recently, I had the genius idea to cut costs in half by swapping our autoloaders with faster, cheaper sprats.
Let me guess. We pocket the half you save. That is a genius idea. That's a stroke of sheer brilliance. Yeah, I'm lying.
See? I know a fellow genius when I clap eyes on him. Too right you are. Only problem is my sprat carriers ain't arrived from their latest run. As I was saying, you look more capable than most of the hoople heads around these parts. What say you locate him and retrieve the goods for me? In return, I'll cut you 5% of the profit.
Make it 35 plus a sample of the goods and you've got a deal. Wink.
35%? Are you out of your gourd? If I wasn't recovering from a bout of Margellans, I wouldn't stand for this. But things are what they are, so I'll agree to it. But not half a percent more. My sprat carriers scurry back and forth through the shipping tunnels. Any trail ought to start there. When you've got the goods, I'll be here.
So guys, right now, all I hear is my computer's fan running. So if you hear that, sorry about that. It's very loud right now. I think I might have to get honestly, I might have to open my windows 'cause it's getting so hot in here that I don't think my computer can handle it. Like I don't know, the inside's not too bad, but I don't know. Hey, ladder. That dude that we can talk to looks dead. Ah.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Can you not see I'm walking here?
You don't look like you're walking.
Physically, you mean? In my mind, I have traveled galaxies. Well, it is of no consequence, I assure you. I shall embark shortly with my legs.
To where?
I'm not entirely decided. If I'm being honest, I think I'd fancy a visit to Tartarus, so long as it's under the shield of my fantastical imagination.
Carry on then. That guy's weird. Oh, this isn't stealing, so this must just be some nobody's house that has money in it. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna tap my fan, see if it'll stop making that noise. Okay, that seems to have sort of worked. Computer's still making a little bit of a noise, but the fan isn't.
You seen Arthur today?
I do like that they've Fallbrook patron, that they've actually named the people you can talk to. That way it's at least makes it a lot easier for the player to know, you know, they don't have to waste their time on all these NPCs and stuff. Let's see. Okay, Malin's House of Hospitality. But we got a couple other places we can check out first. Track down Reginald Cheney. Alright guys, come on in. Reginald Cheney's gold panning log. Day 152. Location. Conditions fair. Report. I can't believe I'm still stuck in this low forsaken town, but at least I think I may have finally found a spot with promise. Down the tunnel on the riverbank outside of town produced 1 nugget and 2 teeth. I wonder if I can find a dentist who'd pay something for the teeth. Cheney. Okay. I feel like we were out that way. Well, if he's alive and comes back, he'll be like, where'd all my shit go? Duncan and Liana.
My dry goods come 75% guaranteed mold-free. Was that 75% mold-free? No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
Let's trade, or deal, whatever the hell. What about you, Leanna?
No refunds, no exchanges, no returns. And no whining about it either. If you bloody it, you buy it. Store policy.
Let me see what you got for sale. Who's the top dog in these parts?
Town sublight owned and run. Caters to a variety of clientele. The one you want to avoid pissing off the most is Catherine. Prove bad for her business, and she'll kneecap you without a second thought.
A town built into the side of a mountain. You don't see one of those every day.
Yeah, and? Do I look like the city planner? I wasn't exactly consulted on the blueprints when Catherine started building out Fallbrook. But now that you mention it, I reckon she had her reasons to hide us.
From who? Monarch is a lawless land.
We got smugglers, outlaws, mavericks, and Byzantium socialites flying in and out of Fallbrook all the time. Why openly spit in the board's eye?
Why the socialites?
They're so self-important the way they strut around, preening and flashing their pricey gadgets. Makes for easy marks. Keeps our pockets lined with bits.
Let me see what you got for trade. Let's see. Nothing I care for. You got some weird stuff back here, guys. I guess this is soap. Oh wait, let me... Do I have meat to sell? Surprisingly, no. Alright. Ah, shit. Well, let's just run back up there real quick. Okay, nothing special. Alright, we came from over there. Insurance agent.
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance.
You look like Ellie.
I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
Duly noted.
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
Why is your office on Monarch?
We're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an official enclave of Byzantium.
If you say so.
Oh, it's certainly not about what I say. That's all down to our legal team and our CFO.
What else can you tell me about your insurance policies?
Plenty. As my boss likes to say, there's a policy for every situation and an exclusion for every policy. We've insured unusually expressive eyebrows, outrageous statements, disastrous marriages.
Who gets their eyebrows insured?
Usually character actors, or corporate execs with menacing stares.
Who would get an outrageous statement insured?
That policy is almost exclusively for our corporate clientele. In the unlikely event they make a claim about a product that turns out to be less than accurate, they need some kind of protection against the damage to their sales and reputation.
Disastrous marriages?
Those are mostly for top-rungers in Byzantium who have a lot of social and financial capital wrapped up in their marriage contracts. There's one for your beloved eloping with her sibling, your beloved eloping with their sibling, scandalous rumors forcing you apart, the revelation of a secret love child, We try to cover every possible hazard to domestic bliss.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
One thing's for sure. You won't find better policy protection against sudden lunar implosions anywhere in Halcyon.
Okay. Nobody back here. You guys don't mind me just walking back here and taking everything, do you? Ooh, ID cartridge.
Damn, got some nimble fingers, Captain.
Damn right I do. Hi. Okay, I thought it was gonna try to kill me or something. View recent records. Ahmed Burstwhistle. Claim loss of gentlemanly honor and good name. I entered into a gentleman's wager with several chaps at Billingsley's regarding the nature and composition of the Spacer's Choice product. Tarmac and cheese. I was quite certain the product did contain actual tarmac, and my companions wagered that it surely did not. Lo and behold, investigation into the matter revealed that I had been the victim of a gross misunderstanding. Yet, how was I to know what manner of fare common factory workers eat, and how could Spacer's Choice be so irresponsible as to advertise that its product contains tarmac when it clearly does not? The damage to my reputation has been most grievous. I find myself unable to return to my previous haunts for fear of the stares and chuckles that will follow. My honor as a gentleman has been called into question, as has the nature of my relationship with livestock. Whoa. Resolution denied. Improper form work. Claimant forgot to say the magic word. Fanny Cartwright. Claim loss of 1 fingernails. I've been an insistent saw operator with CMP for 5 years. Most of the blade guards broke last year, and management never replaced them. I lost my left ring finger last week as a result. Resolution denied. Negligible damage. Clement is right-handed, so the magnitude of this loss is minimal. Updated claim, loss of 3 fingers. The saw I was working CA me lost yesterday an account of CMP skipping routine in maintenance. Checks the accident took 2 fingers from my right hand and another from my left. Resolution denied. Self-disqualification. Clement was missing a finger from a previous incident and should not have been operating sharp machinery. Updated claim, loss of 4 fingers. The shifts, what they feel noted me into loss 4 from my resolution denied. Claim unintelligible. God. Filed on behalf of CMP. Claim loss of 1 worker. Assistant saw operator 16-J Cartwright F. Lost several digits due to the carelessness of negligence. She failed to heed prominently posted warnings about the state of our safety equipment, and her resultant injuries have decreased our factory's productivity and led to multiple stress headaches for management as we struggle to reshuffle worker schedules around 16-J. Resolution approved. I fucking hate corporations. Oh, yeah, there's a room in here. I'm gonna just close this door. I don't know about stealing in front of robots, so... Alright, let's see. Huh, why is that one locked? It's locked, and it doesn't say we can get in at all with anything.
Always imagined Fallbrook would be
Cleaner, fancier, stocked with better booze.
cheaper. In the last 2 hours.
That's because you got a terrible tell. Whenever you're lying, you might lie.
People over there, so I will not be stealing this stuff. Huh. Patron. Alright. Well, I guess that's how you get in there. You guys know you got Raptidons down here?
Don't mess with us.
Oh, okay, that's the Sprat Kings thing. What the? There's drugs in the Sprats. My guess is I have not. Oh, yep, there's another one. Oh, I got that one. Am I supposed to find all the Sprats? Okay. Well, that wasn't what I thought it was. That was
If you're feeling
weird.
like the civilized type, the waterfall's a good spot to wash your clothes.
Oh, this is cool.
Can I help you? Don't think we've spoken before. I would remember. You look, well, I wouldn't forget what you're wearing, no.
Why would we have spoken before?
Most of the freshies spend their first day in the saloon. Fresh to Fallbrook, I mean. Me? I've been here going on 3 days now. I'm real friendly. Figure I've talked up everyone in town by now. But not you yet.
Seems it's your lucky day.
Every day I've been here has been my lucky day. Never won so much in my whole life. Aside from a close call during my wilderness hike, it's been a grand adventure. I'm dreadful blessed that Captain Criley hired me onto the crew.
Close call?
You heard that right. Wilderness almost got me pushing up daisies. If I wasn't so fleet-footed, I never would have escaped them Raptidons, then Marauders, and then that Manta Queen alive. To outrun him, I had to ditch my bag. All the bit cards from my winnings were weighing it down. A shame, because it was my favorite gun tote.
How'd you wind up in Fallbrook?
Well, Captain Criley wanted to take a pit stop. I'm the hired security, see? They pay me to guard the cargo, but right now the hull's empty. It's my first shore leave with the crew, and my maiden voyage before that. I can tell you it's been a real hoot.
Which crew did you say you were stationed with?
You wouldn't have heard of them. They're just a small pot of smugglers. Kept getting their spoils stolen when they went to fence them. So they hired on a merc. They didn't mind my being so talkative, or them being my first protection gig. Captain Criley, he does ask me to shut it sometimes. In fact, I probably shouldn't be flapping my gums about his crew at all.
Yeah, probably not. Any survival tips?
Captain warned us to take care around Devil's Peak. The bigger beasties tend to roam the slopes there. Mid-morning, I thought I'd try Fallbrook's self-guided wilderness hike, the one that leads up around the mountain. Safe enough, else they wouldn't advertise, right? Wrong. Scarcely made it back in one piece.
I'm looking for Devil's Peak.
Look for the horns and you can't miss it. Even I saw them when we flew overhead.
Horns?
Massive curved stone peaks if you want to get technical. They're part of the mountain terrain.
That's all for now.
Right then. Very well.
I'd like to ask you something.
Then I'd like to answer it. If I can, that is. Right then.
Yeah, she, a little weird. Oh, we can go right here. Let's go into the waterfall. Okay. Oops. Over encumbered. Plasma launcher 273. That one sucks. Isn't. Oh, same one. Okay. Holy shit. Alright, we'll keep the rest of this in case someone else needs it on our crew. Whew! Alright, let's see if... Oh, let's see if this leads anywhere. Hey, here's Cheney.
Mind your own business, friend.
Wait. Take Max to search for Reginald along the riverbed. Max. Oh, Max. Oh. Damn it, I completely forgot I needed Max here. Shit. Well, we'll probably be able to fast travel here, so there's that. Insert Hawthorne's ID cartridge. Hell yeah. Let's see, outgoing Oni Clio perishables. Let's see. Continue. Incoming Spacer's Choice perishable. Perishable request. These aren't very interesting. Alright, let's grab Max. It's funny, 3 companions have quests here. And that's awesome that we found this landing spot. Let me make sure he has 26, 29. Yep, he is good on that end. $149. Okay, so he has to have that melee. Ow. Making sure there's nothing crazy behind here. There's not. I broke my leg for nothing. Nothing too interesting in there. ID cartridge. Alright, let's look at that helmet. Okay, it's only 21. Inspiration plus 3 though. Oh, we have another one. And we need, yeah. Stop opening the damn door, guys.
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as it stinks.
Oh, they are.
Oh, they are.
That puddle I stepped in?
Alright, we're going to Malin's House of Hospitality. Niles.
Hey there, Exterminator. Glad you showed up to take care of those mantis swarms. Hate those fucking things.
Wexley Alexander.
You don't look like a smuggler nor a dandy. Catherine sent you back here? On second thought, it's best if I don't know. What's your order?
Got any glacial age whiskey?
No, I don't have any... Ugh. If it's only a drink you're after, the full bar's upstairs. This here's the ante up, where you place your bets.
What can I bet on?
Tossball, autoloader races, card games, you name it. I ain't picky. And neither is Catherine. We'll both break your legs if you lose, then shirk on paying.
I'll get out of here. I ain't the gambling type. I'll play a couple of games of cards once in a while, but that's about it. Oh, alright, I guess we leveled up from just discovering things. Let's see. Let's get leadership. Determination is now at 40, so our companion critical damage is plus 20%. Then we're trying to get science to 80. Whoops. Ah.
Folks I never met before are my most favorite kind. So, what's your story?
Let's see. Well, it's the strangest thing, really, but I was frozen in space for 70 years, and then one day...
Let me just stop you right there, stranger. My question, it's not one I really want an answer to. Not unless it accompanies some extra bits. Understand?
How many bits are we talking?
More than you can afford at this time.
You serve drinks at this bar, right?
Your eyes do not deceive you. This bar serves the sweetest firewater in all of Fallbrook. I got some snacks on offer too from time to time.
This is Sublight Bar?
If you're asking if it's Sublight owned, then yes. If you're asking if we give discounts to Sublight employees, then the answer is not only no, but doubly no. Ms. Malin built the bar, the saloon, and the town to boot. If you got business with Sublight, I suggest you follow up with her.
Iceberg aged glacial aged whiskey. Is that something we need for Bravati? Dustback casserole, find sweet cakes. No. No, okay. Shit, which one were we on? This? Yeah, okay. Ooh, we gotta hack it.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Catherine, you're as welcoming as ever.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
Nice to meet you, chum. If by nugget of paradise you mean piece of manty dung, then sure.
You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening.
Actually, I'm the fixer for your sublight problem. The boss sent me you oaf. Sanjar said you know something about a corporation operation in secret on Monarch. Need a hand for hire? I'd like a room. Hold on. Let me just check. Take the passcode you found on the sublight agent body to Catherine in Fallbrook. She'll provide details on how to salvage the Alta Vita gas.
Come for what?
Let's see. I'm the fixer for your sublight problem.
Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia.
Right, the Alta Vita stuff that Lily mentioned. I found a passcode on a corpse in Stellar Bay. I guess it grants access to the extraction site.
Found it on a corpse, huh? If you killed Lilia's agent, you get to explain it to her, not me.
He was dead when I got there.
Well, shit. I knew he'd come to a bad end one day. Still, no time for weeping and wailing. We've got a metric fuck ton of bits worth of salvage just waiting for extraction.
Right, the Alta Vita stuff that Lily mentioned.
So you got a brain on them shoulders. Excellent. Makes my life a world easier. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe.
Right. I can get it done. Define safe.
Meaning safe for me and my crew. Seeing as it ain't us undertaking the risk.
Remind me what Alta Vita gas is exactly.
Do I look like one of them egghead science types? All I know is that labs use it to create plants and livestock out of local species. But it's a controlled commodity, available only to the board, so it is of high value on the dark market.
I can get it done.
I do like your gumption, but let's not be hasty. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with mantis. You gotta fight through, or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
Our sawbone Ellie could probably cook something up.
I shall leave the details to you. Now, after you clear the mantis nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
Our resident vicar's pretty good with computers. He could hack it.
Well, I haven't seen the system, but I feel confident saying I can split her asunder.
I'll just bet you can. Men of the cloth never do cease to amaze me. Bright as a newborn star on the outside, blackest of holes within. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. On the terminal, use the passcode you got from Stellar Bay to get in. But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course.
I might be interested.
Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
I get the feeling this is going to involve murder and mayhem.
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me.
What specifically do you want me to do?
Kill him, run him out. I don't rightly care for the details, so long as Clive knows resistance to me is costly and futile. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut, or his production lines ought to make do.
Any tips on how I might get in?
If you got brass knockers, you could shoot your way through the front gate. If you don't fancy getting shot to shit, you can try asking Duncan for a disguise. Might be another way in, assuming you're courageous enough to trek the sewers. Void if I know.
Say I wanted to sabotage the factory.
Then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery.
Sounds good.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
Okay. Can I hack this? Alright. Messages to L. Hagen. From C. Malin, subject blind dropped. My dearest pain in the ass. For a good month now I've been blind dropping supplies to an anonymous buyer. The payment's clear in full, on time, and the supplies are religiously retrieved from the bridge to the north of Fallbrook. My suspicions warn me that we might very well be dealing with a corporation, one operating on Monarch illegally. The opportunity for exploitation is ripe, and I find myself itching to strike. Advise now or forever hold your peace. Your most favored salvager, Malin. From L. Hagen. Message logs to C. Malin. Subject contractor en route. I told you I don't want to see business details, especially not on record. If there's something I abso-fucking-lutely need to know, send a courier. Someone we both know. Otherwise, handle it yourself and work your magic. I trust your calls. Rah rah. End of line. Send me some borscht. When you're done, I'll send you torpedo juice in trade. Finally got a line in with one of the engineers. I hired a new contractor and sent them your way. You can call them Alex Hawthorne. They're not the Hawthorne that used to do Fallbrook runs, but I don't care, and neither do you, right? Expect them to deliver a package for me. You'll know what to do with it when you see it. Anything you need done, ask them. Just make sure they can do what they came for while you borrow them. Let me know next time you come to GB. I'll make dinner. We can get falling down drunk and scandalize our employees, just like old times. Pain in the ass. Okay, she didn't care. Good. Can I have that? Who's Duncan?
Catherine's great, ain't she? She'll pull you out of the sulfur, so long as you don't mind being in her debt.
Efficient, clever.
Let's see.
Ruthless or not, I like her.
Go away, White.
Let me see real quick if I can find a Duncan.
I swear to the architect, I will punch her.
Here he is.
Hungry? I'm famished myself. No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
Catherine said you can give me an ID cartridge for the CMP factory.
Not so fast. My biometric IDs are special goods. Only on offer to special clients. You cotton?
I think the fact that Catherine Malin sent me for it makes me special enough.
She needs it for a job? Well, why didn't you say so? Reckoned you asked her where to best procure one, and she obligingly pointed you my way. Give me a jiffy to break. I mean, calibrate the ID. This goes like that. Nope, not quite right. A bit to the left, mayhaps. That'll do it. For a CMP factory line worker, she sure is a beauty. Careful. I'm trusting you to guard this specialty good with your life. I mean it. Lose the ID and you don't get another. Also, you'll be off my list of unwholesome customers. Will that be all, or do you require something to say, scratch your itch?
What does he have again? Sublight datapad Rizzo. Yes. This datapad contains the personal journal of Mercer Cole, a low-level sublight contractor. Most entries pertain to slagging his teammates or complaining about shit-for-pay contracts. The last entry reads, "Can't believe we found fucking alavite gas in a hibernated Rizzo lab out of the dustback. Lavite? Alavite? Whatever it's spelled. It's worth a shit ton. Who the fuck used that to make candy? Looks like old Gertie's hunch is gonna prove out. Not that I'll ever tell her so, the way she goes primal at the slightest hint of criticism. Too much product for us to transport. Gonna need a ship to smuggle this off-world. Probably need Leah Hagen to send a team. No way Miss Malin can handle this job out of Fallbrook. Been working on Remy, plying with him the pale kale ale he likes. Figure if I get him nice and sloshed, he'll tell me the password into that place. Did some exploring while he and Gertie were testing the Alwad Witty gas. Found an old elevator shaft, a lab coat modded into a hiding spot for some dandified weapon. Things probably worth enough to make me a right top rugger after I go back for it. Oh, Mercer's getting himself to Byzantium. You can bet on it. Can't let Remy or Gertis find out about it. Gertie'd go full burn and demand I split the profits. Remy, he'd probably send me to the boneyard and keep for himself. Weapons from the void, alright. In the abandoned lab. Alright, let's go get that guy for, and we can't go in here, right? Yeah. For our vicar.
What do you want? Oh, hey, Vicar Max. What are you doing on Monarch? I thought scienticians ain't welcome here.
Haven't you heard? Everyone's welcome here. It's a fucking worker's paradise. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Never worked a day in your miserable life. You're just a parasite, living off my goodwill. Well, guess what? My goodwill's exhausted, along with my temper.
What's going on here?
This is the guy who told me about the book while we were in prison. I lied about finding a scholar. But I don't care about any of that anymore. I just want to inflict massive amounts of pain on this guy.
That sounds like a good idea. Proceed. You're going to give up everything you've ever believed in just for revenge. Maybe he didn't know the book was in French.
Oh, he knew. Didn't you? Didn't you?
Okay, I admit it. I was tired of your high and mighty speechifying all the time. It was just a joke, I swear. I didn't mean nothing by it.
See, Captain? I've dealt with this swine before. I know how he thinks. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. I was about to beat you. Severely.
Wait! I know who can translate the book for you.
It's too late for that. I threw away my life chasing fairy tales. Will punishing you fix any of that? Of course not. But by law, it will make me feel a whole lot better.
Max, stop. It's too late. Maybe the answer you've been looking for is in that book.
Okay. Talk, Reggie.
It was stolen from some sort of expert on philosophism. Weird hermit lady on Scylla. My father used to deliver supplies to the mining outpost there.
There. That's sorted then.
I don't think so. A crazed hermit on Scylla? He's playing us for fools.
It's true. My father collected some extra bits on the side by diverting some of the supplies to the gal. The way he told it, he thought the book looked valuable, so he took it. Couldn't find any buyers when it turned out to not only be French, but banned as well.
What do you say, Vicar?
Fine. We've got more important things to do anyway.
Okay. To the Hermit on Scylla. Well, that's not here. Well, let's get out of this area so we can look at our map and best tell what to do next.
Are you free to talk? I want to thank you for talking some sense into me back there with Cheney. It has been a long time since I gave in to my violent enthusiasm.
We've been fighting all the time, man. What are you talking about? Got the crap, Max. You lied. No. Never mind that. Why did you feel the need to lie about Cheney?
You're right. I owe you an apology. I've been so obsessed for so long, I couldn't see anything else. You offered me a place on your crew, friendship, and I used you to get to Cheney. And even then, you saved me from myself. I don't know if I could live with myself had I gone through with it. You owe me nothing, I know, but I'm begging your forgiveness.
I understand. We all get a little obsessed sometimes. You're forgiven.
Thank you. I promise I'll be nothing but truthful from this point forward.
What was it like being in prison?
Oh, exactly as you'd imagine. Can't say I enjoyed the stint. It did provide me with plenty of time to think. The way I see it, the universe was snapping me back to where I needed to be. You stray too far from the course of your destiny, the world will try to correct for it.
Let's move on. Alright. Oh, that's the ship. No, we're not gonna go to the ship. There we go.
Said you docked 3 days ago?
I love how long the companion quests are as well. Like even when we completed Parvati, and then another one of hers popped up. I like that they're a huge part of the game, it seems, and I really like that. Okay, let's check our journal out. So this one, oh, it's just right there. And what is it? Mr. Prickett went looking for Manta Queen and Sebastian hasn't seen him since. He's worried they... Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and end it here, and when we come back,
What does your religion say happens to us?
we'll be doing this one. So,
The body returns to the universe from whence it came. I'm sure you've seen.
you sell things right?
Hello again.
I'm just seeing if she's got... No, okay, no quests. So yeah, we're going to end it here. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.